appointed in the Budget and Finance Committee and wanted a new committee. Honorable Harrison asked the Financial Secretary to reconsider the project they wanted to implement since the social sciences were not satisfied with the facilities they have. He also asked if there were sponsors to support the reading of the state address since the amount apportioned to it was small for him. Honorable Bako also had a problem with the Budget and Finance Committee, and he requested that the Financial Secretary make provisions for the parliamentarians and not only the Executive Council. The Financial Secretary, Master Richard Aqua, addressed all the submissions from the three caucus. There was a back and forth that arose between the Speaker and Honorable Bako, and the Speaker asked that Honorable Bako stayed in the gallery. Honorable Eugene addressed the issue as part of being a member of the disciplinary committee. Honorable Bako was then called back to his seat and he apologized to the Speaker and the House. The budget was then voted on using voices of acclamation, after which the budget was approved. AOCB. Honorable Brefo reminded the Speaker and the executives that the vetting panel evaluation, which was supposed to be presented to the House, had not been given out yet. Honorable Kwate requested that he get a list of the caucus heads appointed and that the allowances of parliamentarians and its payments should be spelled out to the House. Honorable Abokia added to the fact that payments of parliamentarians' allowances should be well clarified. Honorable Bako requested that members of the gallery should be given the opportunity to at least raise one or two concerns. Honorable Saradako raised a concern that sitting days should be communicated earlier. Honorable Miriam moved a motion for the House to be adjourned and was seconded by Honorable Brefo. Right Honorable Sarkodie Festus gave the closing remarks and the closing prayer.
All right, thank you, Ms. Agnes. The minutes has been presented to us, and I'm sure, I quite remember we sent the minutes on our page for, corrections to be made before it will be even be read on our sitting. So if I'm sure there were concerns raised about the minutes. So if you think there are mistakes when it comes to the minutes, the third minute of the parliamentary sitting, you raise a point of information, then you give out your submissions before this minute can be accepted to be the true reflection of our minutes for the third parliamentary sitting for the college, for the 7th Parliamentary Council of the College of Humanities and Social Sciences. So if there are any corrections to be made, if there are any concerns, I'll start from the Social Science Caucus. You give out your submissions. If you think there are any mistakes or there are corrections to be made, you give out your submissions. So the Social Science Caucus. Kindly get him a microphone for me, Marshall.
Right Honorable the House. So far as the Faculty of Social Sciences is concerned, the minute is okay for us to accept and proceed with today's sitting. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Honorable Harrison. The Blue Caucus, the School of Business. Any submission?
Mr. Speaker in the House, Ms. Deputy Clerk, please kindly correct it. I'm not a a member of any disciplinary committee. We have nothing like such in this house. But I'm part of the privileges committee, just for the records. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Honorable Abaji. Any more submission from the Blue Caucus? The caucus said, any submissions? All right, thank you, School of Business. I'll move on to the White Caucus, the Faculty of Law.
Right. Honorable Speaker, I'm really privileged to sit in about a minute, and I must commend the clerks for doing a very great job. So with the correction and acceptance of the minutes where the clerks were being questioned why the minutes was not provided by Honorable Eugene. But for the motion that was being given, I think since this is a house of corrections and records have been taken, I was actually the one that gave a motion, and it was seconded by Honorable Abukia Francis for the clerks to provide us. But with the questioning, it was being done by Honorable Eugene, and I think Honorable Brefo contributed. If I'm right with the records down, we should make clarities there. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
All right. Thank you, Honorable Member. So, clerks, you take notes of the corrections made by Honorable Members. Any more submissions from the Law Faculty? Honorable Wokia. All right. Thank you. So the corrections will be made, and it will be sent on our platform before we have another sitting. If probably we are going to have another sitting this semester. If we are going to have another sitting this semester, it might be an emergency one, because yes, we've already had few sittings this semester. Today is our first state of the college address, which will be given to us by our President, His Excellency Nana Eji JB Dennis. All right. So with that being said, the corrections will be made, and updates or an updated one will be sent onto our platform. All right. So let's move on to the acceptance of the minute. Since the corrections have been made, we move on to accept the minute. So to as many who accept this minute, the minute that was read by our clerk, Miss Agnes, to be the true reflection of all that we said during our third sitting. Let me hear, yeah. So as many who do not accept this minute, let me hear, no. All right, honorable members, at this point, this minute has been duly accepted by the honorable members. Thank you. All right, at this point, I would love to acknowledge the presence of some dignitaries in our midst. We have in our midst the president for the College of Science, who happens to be in the person of His Excellency John Newman. His Excellency, I salute you, and thanks for accepting our invitation. We also have in our midst the Miss Elizabeth Amponsa. She happens to be the deputy, the national notes, the deputy paint. He happens to be the deputy paint something. Yeah, I've forgotten though, but I'll check and say it and give a proper. Yes. We also have in our midst our appointees. We have our appointees in the gallery. We have our chief of staff. We have our PRO. Yes. So after our recess, I'll acknowledge the presence properly. So at this point, I'll allow the House to move for a recess, Then also observe our inspections of our parade. We have our parade outside waiting for us. So there will be an inspection of the parade. Then after the recess, I'll give a proper acknowledgement to all our dignitaries invited in our midst. So this house is being moved to a recess. Thank you.
The Speaker.
I think I can.
Sciences.
May resume your seats, honorable members. Thank you, honorable members. You are welcome back to the chambers. We just had our inspection of the parade, and we have in our midst the president of the college. We also have in our midst the judicial chairperson in our midst, and also that of the vice president also here. Today we are going to observe the first stage of the college address, which will be read to us, or which will be given to us by His Excellency Nana J.J.B. Dennis. So at this moment, we zoom directly to our other paper, the commencement of the public business. So the first item is the state of Cohss address. We are going to listen to how far this administration has come with the College of Humanities and Social Sciences. How they are spending the dues of the good people of College of Humanities and Social Sciences. How far with the projects, with the programs, with their policies, what they've done, what they've done so far. So, honorable members, I'd love if you sit back, you open your ears, and listen to what our college president has for us all. And I would also urge the Cohss heads to get their report intact, and also that of the Academic and Welfare Committee. You are also going to read your reports to the House today. So, moving on to the next item on the other paper, which is the state of the Cohss address. I would invite His Excellency Nana J.J.B. to read the state of the Cohss address. Thank you.
Hello. This is the day the Lord has made. We shall rejoice and will be glad in him. Right Honorable Festus Sarkodie, honorable members of the 7th Parliament, distinguished guests, presidents and executives of the various departments in the College of Humanities and Social Sciences, presidents from the various colleges, our appointed executives, esteemed members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, I extend a warm greetings to all of us all, and I believe by the grace of God, we are all doing well. Today marks a momentous occasion in the lives of the JB Darcy-led administration, and I am truly honored Today marks a momentous occasion in the lives of the JB Darcy-led administration, and I am truly honored to stand before you to deliver the State of the College of Humanities and Social Sciences address. Mr. Speaker, following our handing over ceremony in August, the Executive Council convened to engage with our esteemed Provost, our daddy, Professor Charles Mafu, to chart the way forward for the college's progress. Our goal was to foster a collective effort towards enhancing the well-being and addressing the needs of our students. As we started our agenda with a mantra, with a collective agenda and a collective effort. Since that time, Mr. Speaker, we have made a remarkable progress, beginning with most especially our social media engagements, of which we took over from the Awar Adult-led administration with a total of 2.1K followers, having sworn in to soar over 3.2K now. Furthermore, during the beginning of the administration, when all students had their breaks, we had our breast cancer awareness campaign, where we facilitated an online discussion with our female students in the College of Humanities and Social Sciences and Ghana as a whole. We did this with the effort of Dr. Cornelius and midwife Lodina, with our Dean Women's Commissioner, Kwenda Ando. We didn't stop there. The Women's Commissioner, together with the executive team, coordinated a breast cancer awareness tour to St. Louis Senior High School and Kumasi Wesley Girls, in spreading love and then creating awareness for breast cancer. Mr. Speaker, truly to our promises, during the research examination in November, the Executive's administration or the Executive Council made a courtesy promise where we paid for an accommodation for students who were facing financial challenges with regards to the research examination, where we paid for over 53 students facing financial challenges. And this was themed or dubbed one-day accommodation for the less privileged. This was complemented by 1 month online tutorials initiative and an in-person class across the colleges for a 5 working day for the core subjects in the examination. This was truly something that was held to help the students in the college to be able to ease them in their research examination, as the proposed subject termed as the research tutorial or the trail support system. During the Christmas season, we had the Cohss Christmas giveaway, refreshing our students with holiday items in exchange for correct answers for Christmas-themed trivial questions. Entering into 2025, we warmly welcome our freshers, and I was pleased to report that the introduction of a new program, which is public administration, was introduced together with the Department of Politics. Moreover, Mr. Speaker, by the grace of God, we held the course orientation for the first time in 4 years. In line with our commitment to keeping students informed, my secretary and the executive committee launched the College Compass, a newsletter which provides regular updates on college affairs and other issues happening in the college. Mr. Speaker, I am proud to note that despite the traditionally low number of applicants in this year's KNUST Kitwebienswa and then the KNUST Bejury, we had an increasing number, most especially from the Faculty of Law, to a percentage of 15%. In January, my secretary and I visited the National AIDS Control Commission to discuss the Wunimodie initiative, promoting health awareness within the college. As a result of our engagement, we were fortunate to receive over 22,000 condoms and over 10,000 HIV self-testing kits. As a promise during my campaign, we made significant strides in easing the academic journey for our Cohss representatives with the introduction of the Pasco bots to simplify learning and streamline access to slides and course material. With this, the Cohss academic bot was launched. Mr. Speaker, in the course of our administration, the Executive Council, together with yourself, sworn in the 73 appointed officers in my administration to rebrand, rebuild, and have a collective effort in the College of Humanities and Social Sciences. We rebranded the college borrowing system into a structured purchasing system, where our parliamentary leadership was actively involved in this process. Mr. Speaker, we can all attest to the fact that for 7 solid years that the Parliamentary Council has been in session, we have never had or owned our parliamentary gowns as a college. However, the J.J. Bidazi-led administration made it possible today. The Wunimodie project aimed at encouraging students to know their HIV status and practice safe sex was successfully executed, furthering our goal of promoting the health and well-being of our college community. Throughout all these initiatives, we had the unwavering support of ICO mineral water. On International Women's Day, the Women's Commissioner of our noble college organized a highly successful online program for the women commissioners in our college, setting the stage for the upcoming Ladies to the Front summits. In the same week, she was equally engaged in an assignment in the Greater Accra region of Ghana, meeting other stakeholders from other continents in the world, most especially in Africa. Mr. Speaker, the Executive Council received a letter from our Muslim community, in as much as that the college administration is looking forward to have a collective agenda. We warmly received this letter, which the aim of us supporting them in their Ramadan fasting. When our Muslim brothers and sisters requested, we responded with passion and made contributions to support them. Mr. Speaker, we provided water to ease them with their fasting process, and also provided them with their taboo, which helps them in preparing for ablution. It brings me immense joy to announce that during this year's Unity Summit, we launched the inaugural food bank, benefiting over 50 students who were the first to receive this food support. Mr. Speaker, over the years, our food banks has been generalized and everything has been centralized to the Directorate of Student Affairs. However, the J.J. Bidazi-led administration decided that we have not been seeing the progressive improvement in the food bank, so we decided to have this food bank initiative geared by Professor Charles Marfo, the provost of the college, the counselor, Mr. Rabbi Dakon, and the woman in charge of students and finance affairs, Mrs. Theodora Odio. Together with these great stakeholders, we were able to execute this plan. Mr. Speaker, for us to have this food bank duly launched and serving the students' welfare, of which my able vice president is the chair of the welfare committee, we were backed by the support of the hardworking and dedicated appointees of the JBDazi-led administration. Mr. Speaker, death has always been an inevitable part of our life, And with this, I would humbly plead to ask for your permission to be on our feet to observe a moment of silence for the departed souls in the College of Humanities and Social Sciences. May the souls of the faithful departed rest in peace. Let's kindly have our seats. Mr. Speaker, as my mantra has always been with you, that indeed, Yensum Nyame Mboka. Everything that we have done, everything that we have contributed to the members of the College of Humanities and Social Sciences has not been for the faint-hearted, but everything that we have done has contributory been guided by the will of God. As I say, whatever we do today, we do for tomorrow. That if we are able to do the good things that we are doing today, then it depends on the good people that we stand on their shoulders to work for God and for humanity. Mr. Speaker, before I conclude, I am so much filled with joy to announce that the Faculty of Law certain projects has been approved by the Provost of the College of Humanities and Social Sciences. And before we have our vacation, the project would commence. Mr. Speaker, the next semester seems to be promising, of which I wouldn't waste too much time to rush into the semester. But the next semester ahead of us happens to be a promising one, a one that is engaging, a one that is for all, and a one that is for everyone. Mr. Speaker, this semester we held the Intercolleges Freshers Games for the very first time. And as the College of Humanities and Social Sciences, for 9 solid years that we've been in existence, the college never had a jersey or identifying material for sporting activities. The J.J. Bidazi-led administration made it possible to have a customized and branded jerseys for these sportsmen, of which they promised that they are not just going to wear this, but they are going to make it possible for the entire administration to lift the College of Humanities and Social Sciences high. Mr. Speaker, out of the over 26 games played for the entire Intercollege Games competition, the College of Humanities emerged as the overall winner, winning 19 out of 26 trophies. Indeed, they made their promise fulfilled. And I believe so much in them that even as we prepare for the next semester Intercollege Games, which will not just be for a specific college, we are ready to champion the interest of the college. And nothing ever than the name of our college higher and that. Mr. Speaker, I would like to say a very big thank you to you, the entire House, for having a smooth and constitutional demand for me to execute my first State of the College address. To my hardworking executives, most especially my beautiful Stacey Amadazi, my Kwenda Ano, and Priscilla Asamoah Asante, not forgetting the men that always back the bones of my administration, Benjamin Atta and Richard Akwa, my Minister of Finance. The Chair, everything that you see in this administration is not just by the doing of these 6 executives, but it's by the doing of the appointed executives, my family, most especially my father, my mother, and my beautiful sisters up there. Mr. Speaker, thank you very much for your time, and I say God bless us all, and together we shall continue to have a collective agenda to rebrand the state of the College of Humanities and Social Sciences. Thank you very much. Testimonies all around. This is the doing of the Lord. This is the doing of the Lord. My eyes are
President has requested for a song. So I would love if
I can't explain his mercies every day. Testimonies all around. This is the doing of the Lord. Hallelujah. How can I explain the miracles I see? How can I explain the plenty grace? Nobody can tell me. No one can convince me otherwise. All I know, this is the doing of the Lord. He has changed my story, given me a new song. Now I'm living daily. Nobody can tell me. No one can convince me otherwise. Now I know this is the doing of the Lord. Everybody say, this is the doing of the Lord. My eyes are seeing the goodness of the Lord. I can't explain his mercies every day. Testimonies all around. This is the doing of the Lord. This is the doing of the Lord. This is the doing of the Lord. My eyes have seen the goodness of the Lord. My mouth is telling me I can't explain his mercies every day. Testimonies all around. This is the doing of the Lord. Hallelujah. How can I explain?
All right, thank you, Control.
How can I explain? How can I explain the plenty?
All right, thank you, honorable members. Thank you, His Excellency Nana AJJB. Hello? Hello? Thank you, Nana AJJB, the President of the College of Humanities and Social Sciences, for such a wonderful job done. I must commend you. You've really done well so far. I know the time given to you, the stipulated time given to you wasn't that long, but then with this short period, you were able to execute your policies, you were able to put everything in place and have everything done successfully. Thank you, and you can resume your seat. All right. Hello. All right. Thank you, honorable members, for giving the president the ears for him to read the address of the College of Humanities and Social Sciences. We move on to the next item on the other paper, which is the report from the Cohss heads. The report from the Cohss heads. So I'm going to start from the social sciences, the Faculty of Social Sciences. We have the Cohss head, who happens to be the person of His Excellency. That means the president for the social sciences, His Excellency Harrison Obeng. So Harrison Obeng will come here and read the reports. How far with his constituency? How far with what's, the good people of social sciences, the level of trust they puts or they placed in him, how far he has been able to execute all his plans. So let's welcome Honorable Harrison Obeng.
Right Honorable Festus Sarkodie, Mr. President, President, and other executives, my fellow honorable members. Representing the good people of the Faculty of Social Sciences, we being the biggest and the largest faculty, not just in Ghana, but Africa at large. With a report from the Cohss, I would say that indirectly, it was exactly what I gave during my address. So the trust the people gave in me, we have been able to deliver a whole lot of our promises, of which we are still delivering. We started the semester not long ago, but it has a whole lot of activity that has entailed. So I wouldn't take much of our time, but just give us some small, a brief analysis of whatever we have done. We started from the tutorials which we had before school resumed. That was for the reset. And when school resumed again, we also had tutorials for the midterm examination. And yes, we are yet to have the end of semester tutorials for our people. We promised our people a whole lot of welfare packages, and very soon it is going to be in the, it's going to be at. So talking about the welfare, in not more than a week time, they are going to see how far we have gone with them. It's still in the pipeline, since our welfare packages take a whole lot of stuff from the HODs to the streamline. And that, being the head of the Cohss, we've been able to, we've been present at all the parliamentary settings and proceedings, and we've given out our quota, as in whatever goes wrong. And we are not just here to clarify the wrongdoings, but also we give comments and we applaud the House and the executives for whatever they are doing. So, with much that I do, I would say a very big thank you to Right Honorable for giving me this opportunity and recommending the House for always going by the Constitution. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Member. I'll proceed to the law caucus. That's the White Caucus. I invite the caucus head for her to present her report.
Hello. The Speaker, Right Honorable Festus Sarkodie, the House, esteemed members, executives, dignitaries present, accept my greetings. The following is a report for the College of Humanities and Social Sciences Parliament concerning the affairs of the KNUST Faculty of Law, being read by me, Miriam Aram Akushika-Agonyo, the General Secretary for the Faculty of Law, and the caucus head for the Law Caucus as well. Accept our sincerest greetings. So the college under the JB.C-led administration has done tremendously well with regards to uniting all the faculties in the college, especially with, I think, the recently ended Cohss Unity Summit. It is very, very commendable. I think it was very evident at some point that the law faculty was not very involved in a lot of the activities that were going on in the college. However, they have really done very well in including us. Yes, and also with the breast cancer awareness program, I personally was present to join the team that went to the various senior high schools to educate the young ladies about the breast cancer, the whole thing, yeah. Okay. Now, the above notwithstanding, it doesn't mean the college wasn't, the Faculty of Law was not faced with these various challenges. The first is the sitting area project, a place for students to eat and rest for some time before their next class. Also, the student mentorship scheme was not very strong, was not very active. Again, the study area after hours, I don't know, but I know that, I don't know if it's KSB or social sciences, they are able to
go there after class in the evenings during the exam period to be able to study, but that was not the case for us. Also, our auditoriums were very, very hot. The classrooms and the auditoriums, like, you know, we're always in shirts and pants, so it's like, it was so hot. Yes. However, the identification of these problems led to us taking steps to solve them, to address the issues as soon as possible. So with regards to that, with regards to the sitting area project, as the president has already given the update, the project has been approved and it will be started soon enough. That is very calming or heartwarming for us because it's something that we are really wanted for some time now. And with the mentorship scheme this year, under the academic board team, the academic board committee, they have actually given each first year who applied a mentor, and they are active. We check on them, we seek for progress and all that, so we can confidently say that with our administration, the mentorship scheme has really taken a very effective role in the students' activities and student lives. And also with regards to the study area after hours, the last midsem that was held, my president was able to secure one of the lecture rooms meant for class as a place for studies. So they were open between the hours of 5 and 9 p.m., where students had the opportunity to sit, relax, read before they head back to their various places of residence. So, yeah. And also the heat in the auditorium and classrooms. I am very excited to say that together with certain philanthropic students among us, we've been able to secure ACs that have made the conditions in the classrooms and auditorium very conducive. In fact, you can go to our auditorium in the hot afternoon and feel very cold. That is very nice, and yes, that is one of the progresses that has been made with regards to that. Yes, I think that's basically it. However, there is also a request from the LLB4 class, the fourth year group. I don't know if any of you know this, but they are running a separate timetable from those of us here. So they are going to graduate before everyone else. That is because they are working in anticipation for the law school entrance exam. So with regards to that, there was a request submitted to be read here that if the college could do anything to advocate for the graduation of the College of Humanities and Social Sciences final year group to be brought forward so that they would also be able to take part in it. Because last year, they graduated earlier, they were done and they left. As at the time of graduation, they had already entered into the law school. So most of them were unable to make it for their own final year graduation, which was quite heartbreaking. So if that can be looked at, I would be immensely grateful. So yes, accept our greetings, our thanks, most especially for the approval of the sitting area project. Those that were present for the last sitting were aware that it is something that I kept on hammering on, I kept mentioning. And I am very, very happy that it is being taken care of. So yes, I think that is about it from the Faculty of Law. Thank you very much for your audience. The Speaker, the House, dignitaries present, have a good afternoon. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Honorable Miriam. The Cohss said for the white Cohss, she has been doing marvelously well, and I must commend her on that. I would love to also take the submission from the blue Cohss, the School of Business, Honorable Ejay Brefo.
Right Honorable Speaker, honorable members of the House, executives and appointees present, the media, all other protocols, and invited guests observed. I am using this medium to say Eid Mubarak to our Muslim brothers and sisters in the Blue Fraternity and the world at large. It is noteworthy that by the intervention of the current government, the Public Holidays Act has been amended, allowing our Muslim brothers and sisters to have 2 days for the Eid al-Fitr celebrations, starting from tomorrow, 31st March 2025, and on Tuesday, 1st April 2025. We hope and pray Allah grants your wishes and bring peace and love to your hearts. Let me extend warm greetings to the President of the College of Humanities and Social Sciences, His Excellency Dennis Ejejebi, and the President of the KSBSA, His Excellency Isaac Agana. We say Aiko for your tireless interventions and efforts in making sure your subordinates are in well positions to ultimately pursuing academic excellence. I stand before you today as the head of KSB Cohss in the 7th Cohss Parliament. I present to you the KSB Cohss report, voicing out the views and sentiments of the KSB student body. House, under the actual circumstance, current first-year students of KNUST were supposed to be admitted in early January 2025, but were unfortunately rescheduled to a later unknown date pending the release of WASI results, which was emanated from debt to WAEC in the immediate incompetent previous Ghana government. As we commence this semester, a significant obstacle confronted students who had not fulfilled the 50% fee payment structure, barring them from course registration. Regrettably, this policy compelled some of our fellow great minds to defer their academic programs for the year. Although management reconsidered the decision and made it a reality for the affected students to be back and also continue with all academic activities. Mr. Speaker in the House, there is an issue. The absence of institutional financial aid for underprivileged students aggravates this issue, leaving them vulnerable without a support system. As we move forward, Mr. Speaker, the President, executives of the various the various faculties and the college at large, I propose that we kindly act swiftly to counter such unfavorable conditions in the coming future, especially during the end of semester examinations in the coming week. Furthermore, confusion surrounded with mid-semester examinations as initial assurance of cancellation of structured dates for mid-semester exams were subsequently contradicted. This inconsistency generated undue distress and disrupted academic planning for numerous students during the last days of February 2025. On a more celebratory note, Mr. Speaker, with your permission, I would want to celebrate the 20th anniversary of the KNUST School of Business with the House. We recently launched the 20th anniversary of KNUST School of Business, a milestone that pays tribute to the enduring legacy of exceptional individuals, past and present, who have shaped our institution. Although the festivities were postponed until after the mid-semester exams, the event proved to be one resounding triumph. I therefore humbly extend a formal invitation to all faculties and the world to join us on our season of celebrations. Mr. Speaker, with your permission, with all of us here who has a copy of the logo, beautiful logo from the KSBSA 20 years anniversary, I plead with you that we all raise it for the cameras, Mr. Speaker.
Hello. Control room. And please, the cameras. Direct the camera. Direct the camera for us. Control room, please the cameras. We have our tags. All right, so we can raise them now. Please, let's raise it. Yes. All right, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, House. As we move forward, our attention turns to preparing for the impending end of semester examinations in the coming week. Rest assured, the Cohss remains steadfast in its commitment to supporting our peers through this critical juncture. Long live KSB, and long live our pursuit of academic excellence. Great minds change the world. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Honorable Ajay Brefo, for such a wonderful report. I mean, before I'd wanted to take the comments, before the comment about the state of the college address, I wanted the Cohss heads to, read their report so that we get to know how far our various constituencies have been or have gone to. And also, we relate the reports that will be read to us by our Cohss heads to that of the report or the address given to us by our president, so that if there are lapses, we can bring it out, so that, the president can also take note of everything, so that solutions can be made about these lapses. All right, so at this point, I'll jump to the comments. I'll take comments from honorable members. I'll start from the law faculty and move to the School of Business, then move to the social sciences. Then after that, we move on to the report from the Academic and Welfare Committee. So if the Academic and Welfare Committee here this year, you should also be preparing to read the report to the House. So comment. We've heard the address from the college speaker, the college president. We've heard the report from the various Cohss heads. So this is the time to, bring out your comments, your submissions. Where there are lapses, you bring it out. Mind you, we did have orientation for honorable members, and they were oriented on how the duties of parliamentarians, the duties of any parliamentarian here. And to that regard, we are representing constituencies. So for that reason, we should get to know the problems our people are facing, bring it to the parliament, give out your submissions, and we'll see our way forward. So the Cohss heads have given their submissions. The president has also read the address for the first semester. So you are going to compare the two. So where you think there are lapses, you bring it out so that the president is right here. He takes notes of everything, then we see the way forward. So as I said, I will start from the white Cohss. Yes, Honorable Bako. Point of information. The microphone, please. But before that, I would love to, Honorable Baku, let me acknowledge the presence of some dignitaries here before you proceed with your submissions. One, we have the Deputy Chairperson for the 58th Nooks Paint the Future Committee, who happens to be in the person of Miss Lisbeth Amponsa. Please give us a wave. All right, we also have in our midst the KNUSC Nooks President. I mean, I've had an encounter with him and he's special. He's very wise, very humble, very hardworking. He's in the person of His Excellency, Ramses Etu Bonde. Then we have in our midst the Judicial Chairperson for the Awal Ada-led administration, who happens to be the person of Godwin Eje. Please give us a wave. We are also privileged to have in our midst the department president for the School of Social Sciences, the Faculty of Social Sciences. So we have in our midst the president for the History Department, who is in the person of His Excellency Owusu Isaac Boache. Please give us a wave. We also have our Political Studies Association, the president for PUSA, His Excellency Jonathan Ametefu. If I'm not getting the name right, kindly forgive me, sorry. We also have the Economics President, His Excellency Godson Boatin. He's also a Green Brother from the Prempe Fraternity. He's very hardworking, and he was my house prefect. Senior, I salute you. All right. I also have in our midst, the president for the Geography, His Excellency Smiler Hamza. Give us a wave. We also have in our midst, if I'm to mention the names, I mean, but we have in our midst our dear appointees. We have the Chief of Staff, we have the Executive Envoy. I mean, we have all our appointees here. Please, let's celebrate our appointees. Let me see a wave. Then, we also have our college General Secretary, and she happens to be in the person of Lady Miss Priscilla. Please give us a wave. All right. We also have in our midst the Women Commissioner for the College of Humanities and Social Sciences, who happens to be in the person of Quinda Ado. Please, let's see Quinda. All right. We also have our organizing secretary, the cutest guy in the college, and also the Faculty of Social Sciences to that regard. Our very own Benjamin. Please, let's see you. Yeah. I also have my very good friends here. I have in my midst Boatin Theophilus. Please, if you are here, give us a wave. We also have in our midst Edu Jem Frederick. Please give us a wave. We also have in our midst a very great personality who happens to be, control room. I want the camera to be on him. The Financial Secretary for the SRC KNUST. Because I want the camera to be on him. He's the two person of our time. Yes. We all call him Captain. He's in the person of Master Joshua. Please, if you are here, camera, control room, please, we want to see our Financial Secretary here. Control room. You are not moving on if you don't see our Financial Secretary. All right, sure. Master Joshua is here, so please let's give him a wave. A very nice gentleman. All right. We also have in our midst the President for the Media and Communication, Her Excellency Linda Ayensu. Please, if you are here. All right. So, our very own William, please, if you are here, give us a wave. Yes. Very hard working. All right. Let's move on. Our honorable member had a submission. You raised a point of information and a point of correction. All right. Honorable member.
Okay. Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. I respond to the name Jeremiah Kwekubako.
Please audible, please.
I said I respond to the name Jeremiah Kwekubako. And I'm the Right Honorable Speaker for the Faculty of Social Sciences. Mr. Speaker, before the clerk read the minute to the House, we first accepted this order paper. And then the reason why we voted on this order paper is because we want things to be done orderly in the House. And so, since we all voted that we should go by this order paper, I don't think we have to skip the report from the Academic and Welfare Committee and then take comment. We have to strictly go by the order paper because that is what we are using in this proceedings. And so, Mr. Speaker, I plead with you that we move to the report from the Academic and Welfare Committee before we take the comment. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Honorable Member. I mean, I don't mean to repeat what you said, actually. But if I heard you right, you said the order paper was voted on and it was accepted by the House. And for that reason, you have to move strictly according to the order paper. All right, that's a very nice submission. You raised the point of correction. To correct what?
Mr. Speaker, to correct the fact that you said we should take the comment before we take the report from the Academic and Welfare Committee, and I'm saying that we can't do that. We have to first take the report from the Academic and Welfare Committee before we take the comment, instead of taking the comment before the report from the committee.
All right, sure. Thank you, Honorable Member. There is no problem moving forward with the report from the Academic and Welfare Committee. That's fine. So we move on. We move strictly according to our order paper. The next item on the order paper is a report from the Academic and Welfare Committee. So the chairperson for the Academic and Welfare Committee is in the person of Honorable Agana Isaac, who is also the president for the School of Business. Let's welcome him to the podium. But before that, we also have in our midst a very important personality. I don't know how to describe him. But then, he's such a nice gentleman. He's also the second gentleman of KNUST SRC, who happens to be, the vice president of KNUST SRC. He's in the person of His Excellency Afo Samuel. Please, if our Vice President is here, let's see our Vice President. Let's welcome him. His Excellency Afo Samuel. We also have in our midst A very important personality. He's in the person of Honorable Honorable Tando, who happens to be the Member of Parliament for Ayeduase South. Honorable Member, if you are here, all right. I love him so much. I mean, equivocal. I love him as my brother. We also have in our midst our former SRC aspirant of University of Ghana, who happens to be the person of Master Akon. He's a very nice gentleman. I mean, this is the first time seeing him. And thank you for being here, Master Akon. All right. We move on to the reports from the Academic and Welfare Committee. All right. His Excellency Agana Isaac.
Thank you so much. Reports on the academic and welfare states of the College of Humanities and Social Sciences. Right Honorable, the House, Masters present, good afternoon. I must say, the College of Humanities and Social Sciences is really doing a very good job, and I must recommend, which comprise of 3 faculties, that's the KNUST School of Business, the Faculty of Social Sciences, and the Faculty of Law. The following are the highlighted attitude or attributes that has contributed to the academic and welfare condition of the college. Starting with the College of Humanities, starting with the KNUST School of Business. The first point, we've conducted an orientation for our first-year students. Second, we've implemented a mentorship program by pairing our first years to continuing students for guidance, because it's believed the fact that we have an ingredient for cake does not mean or does not explain the fact that we can bake a cake. The next point, we've organized tutorial sections for our students. That's before midterm and yesterday, since we are preparing towards our end of semester examination. We've held emergency meeting for all first years to guide them through their exams process and how they can excel academically. The next one, we have the interdepartmental debate, which was organized last Thursday. And in terms of welfare, we've organized socialization program. And last important thing that we have to take note of, with the library, we've extended the library at KSB, which is going to run a 24-hour service for all students. The next faculty, Faculty of Social Sciences, they've conducted a tutorial section for their students. That was a week before the midterm, of which they are making arrangements for a new tutorial section before end of semester, which they'll be looking at the major courses, that's English, CSM, and statistics. It has also established the Social Sciences Needy Trust Fund for its students, of which the Religious and Human Development Department, right? Thank you. Department has also provided 18 needy students with food, which is commendable. Thank you. And let's move to the Faculty of Law. It has implemented a mentorship program for its first years and also continuing students as well. They've arranged to organize a tutorial section for all their students. So, with the 3 faculties, these are the major things they've put in place in terms of academics and welfare. And Mr. Speaker, we must say, we look forward to complete these initiatives to ensure that our students live peacefully and become wonderful people in the community we find ourselves. Mr. Speaker, the House, I must say, the College of Humanities has demonstrated a commitment in supporting students' academics and welfare. Thank you to the faculty leaders. Thank you, the House. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Honorable Agana Isaac, for the reports. We then zoom directly to the next item on the order paper, which is the comment. So, I'll start from our white caucus. That's the caucus of the law caucus. But before that, we also have in our midst the loving sisters of His Excellency Nana Ejejebe. They came all the way from Dubai to support their brother, to witness the first college address, which was given by His Excellency Nana Ejejebe. We have in our midst Lady Mary Asantua. Please, if you are here, give us a wave. Please, he's from Dubai, so let's celebrate her. She came all the way from Dubai to, witness his brother giving a speech or the address of the college. And also we have in our midst Lady Pamela. Please, if Lady Pamela is here, give us a wave. All right, sure. Then, I think I mistakenly mentioned a name here. Master Manuel Live, who happens to be one of the aspirants of the UG SRC presidency. I mistakenly mentioned your name, right? So I'm sorry, Master, for that. Thanks for that. Then we move on to the next item, which is the comment. I'm taking comments with regards to the reports read from the various caucus heads, reports read by our head of academics and that of welfare committee, and also the address that was read to the parliament by His Excellency Nana Ejejebe. So if there are lapses, all right, sure. So if there are lapses, where you see lapses, you address them. So starting from the white caucus, that's the law caucus, I'll take submissions from there. Then I'll move to the blue caucus, and I also lastly move to the social sciences caucus. Then after that, I'll take submissions from the various caucus heads. Then it follows that order. So the white caucus, let us hear you. Your comments.
Hello. Okay. The Speaker, the House, honorable members, we've just heard the address given by our esteemed President, Our Excellency here. And I certainly must commend him and his administration for the good work done. And also, I forgot to mention my president by name in my address, His Excellency Ivan Sosei-Bonsu, for the good work being done for the Faculty of Law. So now that, yes, thank you. Now that that is out of the way, with my comments, it's with regards to the Unity Summit. I genuinely do not know what it was about. That's the thing, to be honest. Like, I've heard about it. I kept seeing publicity, but I really didn't understand much as to what was going on. I didn't know if we were invited. Like, I was very confused. There was nothing official for me to see. Maybe there was, but I didn't get it. I didn't see anything official that invited us there, so I am very confused. And also, I heard there was games, or there wasn't games. Yeah, I think there were games, but I don't know if Faculty of Law was included in any of those games. I stand to be corrected. Or I had not just the Unity Summit. I know there was college games, or yeah, there were games.
College games.
It was college games. Eh?
Yes.
Were we included?
College.
Yeah, I get it, but we're like, was anybody from my end?
You just give it, like, put it down. I'll invite the president. Yes, he's going to address it.
Thank you. So with that, I felt the Unity Summit. I did not feel united. Like, I didn't feel I was part of it.
Included.
Yes, I didn't feel included. So yes, everything I'm saying is subject to correction. Maybe I am the one who did not get it right. But yes, nonetheless, I do have to commend them for the good work done once again because they absolutely deserve it. So yes, I think that is the submission I have for now. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Honorable Member. Another submission from the caucus, White Caucus.
Yes, Right Honorable, thank you. Honorable members of the House. My concern basically has to do with what Honorable Miriam just said concerning the Cohss Unity Summit. I think there was very, very less publication and awareness because personally, I didn't hear of anything concerning that Unity Summit. And if the President is taking note, please, the next administration, I would like you to prompt them to work on that because it's like the law faculty is being sidelined when it comes to activities of the college. And also, I was hoping that we will have at least a soft copy of your speech to enjoy your flowery language and also make references. But since that was not done, it couldn't afford me much to say. And also, recently I got a call from, I think, from the administration from the college administration concerning a CV project. And I think it's a very important thing that needs much awareness and publicity. And for what I know, they only reach the course reps, and they use that as a medium to reach the populace, of course. And I think that is very, very inadequate because the CV project is very, very essential. And with that, I think publicity and awareness need to be created. And also, I was hoping you made mention of that in your speech because we need more, because we have to engage the whole people, of course, in it. It's a very important thing. And so if you can support the administration of the college on that. And aside that, I must say I'm quite impressed with how smooth the administration has been. I mean, I like it personally when things are moving smoothly. And with that, I've observed that, with what I've observed, I think the administration has proved to be a very formidable force to work on with. And with that, I say kudos to you and your administration. And I say more grease to your elbow. Thank you.
All right. Submission from.
Right, Mr. Speaker, thank you for this opportunity. In fact, I must recommend the President for the very great job done for the College of Humanities and Social Sciences. In fact, we are really proud of you, Mr. President. But when the President was giving the state of address, course address, if my attention was very active enough, I didn't hear him recommending the various faculty presidents. I don't know whether they were in collaboration in running the very good development of the faculty and also the judicial person, which makes sure that anything that is inconsistent, to the extent of the inconsistency at the college, will be said to be null and void. So I must give a comment on that. If only my attention was very active enough to that. But if it is not, this is a house of all the corrections and also records. I could be corrected. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
All right. Thank you, Honorable Member. I believe that's all from White Caucus. Is that all? Okay, then I would invite His Excellency Nana JJB for him to also give his submissions or answers to certain questions that were asked pertaining the address he actually gave.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. So I would want to start from the very just ended question from the Honorable Member, of which he made mention that if there was cooperation between the three faculty presidents,
I must say, as I stated in my address, I said this administration is an administration of a collective agenda, of which each and every faculty president in this auditorium would attest to the fact that nothing has been held in the college without their consent. In fact, before the budget was even read to the entire house, I met all the presidents and I asked them their needs and their wants before the budget was read to the house. Thank you. So the next one is with regards to what the honorable member from the Faculty of Law, the LSU General Secretary, did stated about the Cohss Unity Summit. So, Mr. Speaker, you know this is a house of records, so if you state something without facts, it doesn't go into Hansard. So with your permission, I would want you to check this for me, dated Tuesday, March 18th, a letter that was sent to the Faculty of Law President through the Office of the President of the College of Humanities and Social Sciences, which was acknowledged by the President with a statement, acknowledged, bro, dot. So this letter was taken from the Faculty of Law President, which one way or the other I can see that maybe due to his schedules, he was not able to forward the message to you. But then this was a written letter signed by myself. And then I invited, which if you read the letter, it's CC all executives and appointees of the Faculty of Law. So I think this is maybe due to ignorance. You were not able to receive the message. I'm sorry. So the next one was with regards to publicity for the College Unity Summit, of which my brother permits me, the honorable member, said the involvement in the college is not as swift as maybe he is saying. But one thing then I would want us to notice that the Ejije Bidazi-led administration so far is the only administration to include 40% of its appointees from the Faculty of Law, of which, prior to the Unity Summit, members were delegated to move to Faculty of Law to make announcements. Personally, I called the LSU 1, 2, 3, and 4 course reps, delivered the messages to them, and they said, yes, they've sent it to their class groups. That was even the reason why we got some of LSU members attending Unity Summit to take their food bank. I mean, their food products. Please, did I answer your question very well?
I think you have to address me. You don't have to address any honorable member here. You address me. All right, sure. Thank you. Our whites, Cohss.
You said you reached out to all the...
Honorable member, address the speaker.
Mr. Speaker, sorry. What he said he addressed, he reached out to all the various reps for the years, first, second, and third, and fourth. I'm in fourth year, and I'm the rep for the fourth year. And I don't recall getting any call or text from the president. I don't know whether it's my deputy, but my deputy also reports to me. So if she had received anything like that, I think she would have made it known to me. And with that, I'll ask you to come again, please.
Okay, so honorable member, as I just indicated here, maybe similar thing between the LSU president and the LSU executives also happened in your jurisdiction.
All right, thank you. Honorable member, please, are you okay? Anymore? All right, thank you. All right, sure. I'm listening.
The Speaker, so I would like to address the President through you. So please, I believe you shouldn't have said it was as a result of ignorance. If the information was not shared to me, how would I have known? So I get that you CC'd executives and all that. So it was a failure on our part to get the information. A result of forgetfulness or tight schedules, like you mentioned. However, the use of the word ignorance, I don't think it was nice. Yeah.
I think I would track that, but then I didn't emphasize on you being the person in question here. However, I made mention that it was due to maybe some important or equally important schedules of your president, so you did not get it. So the ignorance is on the part of the president, but not the executives, because you did not even get to see the message at all.
Yes, so with I think a failure on his part to relay the information does not constitute ignorance. Yes, if for some one or two reasons he was unable to give the information to us, it's not because he was ignorant. I'm sure he knew he was supposed to give it to us, but for certain reasons that are best known to him or yet to be known to us, he couldn't do that. So please, let's find a different word other than ignorance.
So,
yes.
Thank you very much. Once again, I would stick to the equally important schedules. So he was not able to send it to you. And please, a comment was made, I forgot to address that, about the CV writing. It's not from the College of Humanities and Social Sciences. Yeah, it's not from the College of Humanities and Social. That is why I did not add it to my address. You were asking why I didn't add that to. It's from the university. So they reached out to the core chefs to do it. Personally, I was told, or a fresher called me to inform me that he or she has seen a CV writing issue on the page, and is it compulsory? So the answer I gave was, if it's indeed on your official platform, then kindly adhere to it. So it's not from the College of Humanities and Social Sciences, but maybe from the entire university coming from the com skills aspect. But to my best of knowledge, I know CV writing is done in second semester, but not in first semester. But if this semester maybe they've been tasked to do it, then it might be because of the additional and new things involving in KNOST.
All right.
Okay, thank you very much for the information.
Yes, and also thank you very much for your response to the questions.
All right.
You're welcome.
You can take your seat, Mr. President. I move on to the Blue Caucus, the School of Business. I will take your submissions. The Blue Caucus. The Blue Caucus.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. President, please let's start with a challenge. The question is, how do you plan to address potential challenges or obstacles that might come your way in your running of the administration, please?
All right. Any more submissions? Do you know that we have honorable members here? I've never heard your voices. I've never heard your voice. I mean, you've never spoken in this chamber before. You see, you are representing your people. For that, I'm sure your people, they all have problems. So does that mean you don't go to them like you've been in your hostels, you don't move to them, ask them questions, the problems they are facing? Please, is that so? Because we have honorable members here. They've never spoken in this house. Honorable Yasmin, are you there? Honorable member, are you there? How are you? I want to hear your voice. Please give her the microphone. And please, how are you doing?
I'm good.
You are not hearing.
I'm good.
Pardon?
I'm good.
All right. Please, I want you to stand up. Mention your name to the house. Very beautiful.
I'm the person of Yasmin Obinim.
Honorable Yasmin Obinim, representing School of Business
School
first
of
year.
Business first year.
Yes. Do you have any submissions to make? I'm giving you this opportunity because I want you to, say something. Because I know your people are facing problems. They have challenges that they are all facing.
So,
But don't lie to us though.
so like, they gave us an assignment to be submitted on 31st March. And it was like, we're supposed to, you can submit it, it was 10th attempt. That means you can submit it 10 times. But when you submit it once, you're not able to submit it again. And the woman said the IT people are working on it. But that's for, it's 100%, for the semester, 100% for the semester. And you are trying to submit it you can't submit it again, but you said 10 attempts. And the deadline is tomorrow. So I think that's the problem that they are facing. When you test her too, she doesn't reply. Yeah. Career planning.
All right, sure. So, Mr. President, I think I'm glad the president is also here, the president for School of Business. Please, she has raised the concern. I mean,
Yes, thank you. We've moved conversations about that, and Professor Felicity made mention that it's a technical problem they are working on. And we should, by the close of next week, we will hear from him, and then, if possible, they will extend the deadline for the assignment. They will do that to help the students. Thank you.
all right, sure. Thank you. Thank you. I would love to also acknowledge the presence of the president for Kanasa. He's in the person of His Excellency Aito Albert. Please, camera, let's see His Excellency Aito Albert. I'm very glad to have you here. I'm very privileged sitting here. All right, thanks for your presence, His Excellency Aito Albert. All right, any more submissions from the Blue Caucus? Any more submissions? Honorable Abuaji Eugene.
Mr. Speaker in the House, I would like to commend our working president, hard-working president. But it is quite unfortunate that he made mention of some donations that the college did recently, but we didn't see any publicity about it. Especially when he was talking about donations to the Muslim community. I don't know when, as to how they will do publicity about it, but at least it brings grace to our college. Whenever we meet our Muslim brothers, at least they know that we have them at heart, rather than you doing it and most of us are not aware of it. So going forward, I think we should work on your publicity. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you, honorable member. Any more submissions? Honorable member, do you have any submissions to give? Your people are not facing any problems. All right, honorable Brevo.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. House. My name is Ajay Brefo, Vice President for Tinker University, the most attractive student association on campus at the moment.
Thank you. And one last question, if possible, the president can give us a breakdown of the student fund, that's the Kitwebiansa, and if possible, conversations can be moved as to how we can increase the amount and how far with the current process of the Kitwebiansa, because I think the students are anticipating they are about to receive their money, but here's the point that we've not received or we've not heard anything about it. So if possible, our presidents can give us a breakdown about it, and if possible, conversation as to how we can increase the amount. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you very much. Honorable Member, Abajuji.
Mr. Speaker in the House, I would like to ask my president, hard-working president, Agana, who happens to be my boy too. oh, it is serious. He's my boy.
Yes, he's our senior. He's our senior.
Our welfare head, right? I never heard anything about the law faculty. Is it that your committee, you don't have any member from law faculty, or you decided not to talk about them today? And also, per your report, it was all tailored about KSB. We are here in the interest of all the members in our college. Going forward, I would like you to work with the law faculty, members from the law faculty, so that you can update us as to what is going there, what is happening there in that faculty. And please again, I realize that you are now talking to your member. Your member even came here, Ewu Sagana. Surprisingly, my president. You don't know my president. Going forward, please kindly reach out to your members. And also, I would like to ask questions about the appointee report that you promised us that you give it to the House.
It was actually read to the House on that very day.
When was it?
On that very day, it was read. Then I think Honorable Ejay before requested for a soft copy of that. Pardon?
Sorry, Mr. Speaker. I am sorry to disappoint you. It wasn't read to the House.
And surprisingly, you promised us that, in our next meeting, in our next sitting, you bring it. But we have been waiting. Still, you are here to give it to us. And we would like to do the justice by asking you that in case it is an oversight or maybe you don't have it in mind, you still have it in mind. So by the end of the day, kindly do us the favor to submit it in our page so that you can know what happened or what actually transpired during that appointees vetting. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Honorable Abajuji. The president is here to, give answers to certain questions that were asked. But before that, speaking of the publicity, we have is the PR around? We will serve him a letter. He's going to respond. He or she will respond to the reasons why our people from the law faculty and that of the social sciences are not getting enough or the needed information on time. So we have to serve the person a letter so that he or she will appear before the House. But before that, or until then, I think the president is here to also give answers to certain questions that were asked. Right.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker of the House. So first, I would want to move with the publicity issue that Mr. Speaker just said. Mr. Speaker, as I stated that my administration is focusing on a collective effort. Hence, even when it comes to PROs or public relation officers, every faculty is having a representative, of which the Faculty of Law is having a PRO in the college administration, same to business school and same to social sciences. So sometimes I wonder what it will be, but then challenges may come, but we will still have to steer the affairs of the association. So coming back to what Honorable Agana Isaac said, my able president from the School of Business, he asked that if in case we are going to have subsequent challenges, how are we going to solve that? There is a popular quote that says, whenever we get to the river, we shall cross. So Honorable Agana, in as much as that we are going to face challenges in administration, subsequent challenges, my hardworking executives, my appointed executives would join forces with me and we shall bring a solution to that. So to the issue of the KBN, as college president for the Humanities and Social Sciences, I double as the Member of Parliament for the Student Representative Council, SRC, of which I form part of the college caucus. So in as much as that we take our grievances in this chamber, I gather them and then I channel it to the SRC. A point was raised by Faculty of Law talking about their graduation, of which if they watched or they listened to the recent or the immediate past sitting that we held as SRC Parliamentary Council, I raised the point of they having their graduation early. I raised the point with regards to the recent examination that some LSU members might not write, and then that would delay their Makola examination, of which even the SRC Speaker of Parliament said that, why do I make so much emphasis on the Faculty of Law? So much interest over there. I know when it comes to unity, the Faculty of Law is a bit distant from the college. However, I'm trying my possible best involve the faculty. KBN, the SRC budget was just approved. And the KBN is taken from the Student Representative Council, that's the SRC to of which this year, Ms. Theodora Odro made a promise that they are not going to be receiving the amount they received last year, but it might increase. That is delaying the disbursement of the money. However, I think even though they are delaying, it's to the advantage of some students, because after the interview was held, I personally channeled some people to DOSA, even as at last week, for their names to be added to the KBN and then the KNOST page. So even though it's to the disadvantage of students who are not receiving, it's to the advantage of the people that they are yet to be added onto it. But then, by the end, or before we commence our end of semester examination, the money will be disbursed into their accounts. And even if they've paid already, the money will still be in their accounts for the subsequent semesters. I know maybe one might also ask that, what happens to the 50% payment before examination with the deferment and all that? As it stands now, no student in the College of Humanities has been deferred. So the leaders of the administration are striving harder that the name of the administration will continue to stand stronger and fair. With regards to the Muslim donation that Honorable Abajuji spoke about, publicity was made, but maybe he did not see. And then one thing that we also have to take into consideration, the association has social media handles, of which even if the publicity is done, all these are posted on our social media handles. So, honorable members, with all due respect, if we go through the social media handles of the College of Humanities and Social Sciences, we would realize that every single activity that goes on in the college is being displayed there. Even the donation that you spoke about. The only withstanding publicity that has not yet been done is the publicity for the food bank, of which, due to our media men, we've not received the approved pictures for publication yet. So we are waiting before, and then we do that. That is the only publicity for the administration to do. So before I sat down, there was a comment from Faculty of Law, which I did not address, so I want to do it real quick. About the Unity Summit, our able member said, what is it about? So this is a standing initiative. We are supposed to continue. We met it. And this year was the 4th time it's being done in the college. And it was done in consultation with the provost of the College of Humanities and Social Science. So every single year, it's been held. But with our year, we decided to add the launching of the food bank to it. So that's the only different thing that we did aside the normal norm of the College Unity Summit. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, His Excellency Nana AJJB. And I think all our problems or all our questions have been answered. the law, the business caucus, the School of Business. You can resume with it. This is nice. Please, our questions answered. All right, I'll move on to the multicolored caucus, the multi caucus. All right, point of information. A submission. All right, so a submission from Honorable Bakon.
All right. Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. I want to take this opportunity.
And please, audible. Yeah.
I want to take this opportunity to really commend the President. In fact, he has really done well, and I believe he's going to do much more better. And again, it's now I'm having a feeling that we have a president as compared to last year. I feel now we have a president for our college. And Mr. Speaker, I see some similarities between His Excellency JJB and His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Even though His Excellency JJB, he's an opposing member, but I see some similarities between him and the President.
I think this is not factual. This is not factual.
Mr. Speaker.
He's not an opposing member, though, because he has not brought out his political. Yes, so.
Mr. Speaker.
Exactly. So we are in the Cohss Parliament, and he's the college president.
All right. Thank you for the correction.
The political affiliation is not out yet. So.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for the correction.
Sure. Thank you.
And when you look into his address, he addressed a lot of issues. One thing I'm happy about is our social media presence. And he made mention of the fact that when he took up the administration, our followers were around 1.5K,
yes,
thereabouts. But then, as at now, we have over 3K.
Yes.
And that is something that we need to commend the President for.
Because he likes doing settings. That's it.
Yes.
The settings.
And that is good for our college as well. Because initially, when you go on social media, one college that you see people talking about is CISA. Today, when you go on Twitter, people are also talking about our college. And that is something we need to commend our President for. Yes. One thing I don't understand, or I find difficulty grabbing in the address, is the payment of accommodation fee for those who wrote the receipt. I don't know if the President can provide some clarity as to whether the money is coming from the college coffers or from his pocket or from Dubai monies.
Yeah, maybe Dubai sisters.
Yes. Maybe the President can provide some clarity to that. Mr. President, I also have a problem that I want you to address for us. When you come to my faculty, to be specific, CCB, when the light goes out, when you go to KSB and then the law faculty, they have external power supply. But when you come to CCB, we don't have. And so when the light goes off, it's either the lecturer will call up the class or he will stop for some time. And so I want to know if you are ready to collaborate with the faculty president to address this important issue for us. Thank you.
All right, for this submission from Honorable Bako, I think you deserve a standing ovation. I mean, you've done really well. Yes. Yes. Because it has really touched my heart, given this submission. All right, thank you, Honorable Bako.
Mr. Speaker, I even wanted to say that as President Mahama is resetting Ghana, President AJJB is also going according to the collective agenda.
All right, any more submissions from? All right, honorable member.
I go by the name Honorable Opoku Boachuchisi from the Department of Religion and Human Development. I recommend our President, His Excellency Nana AJJB, for his fantastic and marvelous work within our noble college. First of all, there's one problem I want to channel here, but you are doing a very great job, and I love that, His Excellency. Pertaining to Cohss academic board on Telegram. Okay. You know, the KSB School of Business, you can access their past questions and stuff, but pertaining to us, the Faculty of Social Sciences, it's not coming. Oh. When you can just tap on it, it will reply you back, social science. So this is a very big problem, and I want you to help work on that for us very much. I will love you very much. Thank you.
All right, honorable member.
Thank you. I think this will be my second time speaking here. The Speaker of the House.
I like your tie.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Intentionally today, I wanted to surprise some people here. I go by the name Honorable Ruben Kole Agbesi Judah from the Department of French and Francophone Studies. And Chinese as well.
Ni hao.
Nishanti Zamayang.
Okay.
So the Speaker respond, Wohen how?
Wohen how?
Wohen how?
Wohen how?
So I would also commend the good work the President of Cohss is doing. And also, as Honorable Member Jeremiah Kokubako was speaking, he's made mention of a challenge we have at CCB. I would also like to add up that when it comes to CCB, we don't have access to Wi-Fi at all, except the auditorium.
So the AC and also that of a Wi-Fi.
AC,
Mr. President.
Wi-Fi, and then electricity. We are really suffering. At times, we would have to postpone most of the classes and then cancel classes due to such a challenge. So, Mr. Speaker, we would want to channel this through to the President. If he could help us address such a challenge, we would be very grateful. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Member. Any more? Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker of the House. My name is Honorable Untipapa Irene, and it's in addition, I guess my colleagues have said a lot about issues that we are facing with the Faculty of Social Sciences. And so with addition to the problems of AC or fan, there is a problem at Old Laundry, the classroom close to the shell. So the class is very, very, very hot. When you get there, it's a very crowded class that mostly is like a combined class. And there is no, the AC is not working. There are ACs there, but then you can go to the class and literally the class is hotter than, even in the morning, the class is hot. So if something can be done about the situation, I'll be very grateful. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Honorable Member. I saw Honorable Esther also. Honorable Member. You also, okay, sure.
Mr. Speaker of the House, I go by the name Honorable Yeboah Frankadade. So, I go by the name Honorable Yeboah Frankadade, second year geography student.
Sure.
So, I would like to emphasize on what my fellow Honorable said about challenges we are facing at CCB. So, CCB and Old Laundry is very. I hope you consider my concerns. The CCB auditorium, Old Laundry lecture rooms, and B5. They are quite hot and uncomfortable for, yes, B5. They are uncomfortable for.
I'm sure the President of Social Science is here, and he's also taking note of it. Yes.
Yeah. Particularly about the B5, the projector is not functioning properly. So it doesn't give us proper visual impression about what the lecturer wants to provide for us. So I would like to recommend the President of our college, and with respect to my faculty president and the academic board for this parliament, to provide access and quality education staff for us.
All right, thank you. But before we continue, I think we have great personalities in our midst. We have here the president of Kabisa, that's College of Build and Art, who happens to be in the person of His Excellency Bon Caesar. Please, if we are here, give us a wave. And please, the camera. I want the camera to be on this one gentleman. He's the third gentleman of KNUST SRC, a very good brother of mine. I call him Nyansa Boakwa. Do you know why? He has answers to your questions. If you go to him, tell him your problems, and he's going to give you answers to it. He's in the person of the KNUST SRC parliamentary, what was the number? The 64th parliamentary, the 16th parliamentary council, the Speaker of Parliament for the KNUST SRC. He's in the person of Right Honorable Patrick Che. I call him Berima. He's very, sensible. He has sense. Thank you for honoring my invitation, Right Honorable Speaker. Thank you. God bless you. You live long, Papa Che. All right. So we move on to the next submission.
Right, Honorable the Speaker of the House, thank you very much for this opportunity. So in as much as everybody has commended the Cohss president for his administration, I would like to commend his speech. Actually, the latter part, I was having goosebumps. He speaks well. Yeah, that's something that I actually like. So from the lot that has been shared on the challenges, I would like to emphasize on some things he raised in the speech, okay? So amongst the few notes I took, I want to know the number of people or the average number of people who took part in the breast cancer campaign, the online session, so that we know its efficiency. So that if out of the lot of people in the college, only 5 people joined, we will know that it's no achievement to really, we know that there is work to be done, yes. And then about the hostels that they paid for some people, I want to know how the publicity was made into it, whether some select few were the beneficiaries or it was open to all members, of course. Yes, and in as much as this is an administration that looks at academic and welfare, this is not a question though, but I want us to also emphasize on the morality of students. During the Wuni Mudie campaign on HIV, AIDS, and the rest, you mentioned that there were a lot of condoms that were given out to students and the rest. The administration preached less about abstinence. Yes, and I don't know what you are leading us on to go and do next time. So, let us also hit on the morality aspect. Lastly,
Mrs. Olugus.
Okay, so this is the last thing I'm going to ask. The donation that was made to the Muslim group, okay, as one of our honorable members mentioned, I personally don't think when you are doing good, you should publicize that we are going to share something to them or something. But I want to know whether this opens the opportunity for sub-Christian groups to also bring their sponsorship letters to the college for their programs to be sponsored. Is this an open door for us all? Yes, please. That's all I have to say. Thank you very much once again.
Okay, thank you, Honorable Member. I'll take the last submission.
Mr. Speaker of the House, let me use this opportunity to wish my very good brother, Emmanuel Tando, a very happy birthday.
Exactly.
All right, in as much as my people were addressing you to the president, I see it as an address to me personally. So let me also tackle that too. Let my president rest for a while. So I wrote a couple of submissions for my people, and the first one is the condition of basement 5 at the Faculty of Social Sciences new building. And I might say that place is the most, how should I put it?
Hottest.
Not the hottest, the opposite side. It's a Russia, on campus here. If you go there in the afternoon, that place is very cold. So I think he misplace his suggestions. And the Wi-Fi and the electricity supply at CCB and I think Olandry, it becomes a bit difficult addressing these facilities because they are not solely for the faculty. Looking at the nature of CCB, it is for the school at large. Almost everyone have a class there, even though some people have classes at social sciences block. But looking at the nature of the Olandry and CCB, it is for the school at large. But notwithstanding that, we have made ample suggestions and with the stakeholders. During my last address I read right here, I made mention the fact that the old social sciences building, that is where we have the Department of Media and Communications office and the CCB block at large. Very soon, they are going to have a external power supply to lighten up the place when the light goes off. This was assured during our last board meeting, and the power is going to be tapped from the pharmacy building. That is where they are going to get the external power supply. So I would say that let's all wait a bit, and the work is in progress. Very soon, we are going to get external power supply at CCB and the old social sciences block. And that was addressing my people. I'm now coming to Mr. President through the speaker. In as much as this gathering was having a laudable publicity, I would be very grateful to consider the timing because it's the state of Cohss address and all our people should have, in a way, gotten access to this, even though it wasn't meant for the parliamentarians only. Looking at the time it was scheduled, it's a Sunday, one of the hot afternoons, and our people has, a whole lot of schedule. So if it was to be on a weekday, we would have gotten our people to come and listen to the good works our president is doing, and not for the parliamentarians only. And to top up, I have personally initiated some moves as the president for the Faculty of Social Sciences, and I would invite my president to help me with that. The first of all is the timing, how our timetable is structured. We go for classes at various places. We can have a class at Olandry, 8 a.m., and you'll be expected to be in class at NB, 12 p.m. Looking at the pressure on shuttle. So you can look at the time intervals for these classes to be 50 minutes. So even if you get shuttle, the queue from commercial area to our blog is a bit tedious. So I've initiated this conversation, so I'll be very grateful if Mr. President also comes in for me. And the next one is the security post at my place. We have a security post, but the effectiveness is not seen as much. So, Mr. President, I would be very grateful if you step in for me to make the work a bit lighter for me. Yes. The last one is the academic suggestions a fellow made referencing the Telegram page. Yes. In as much as the college is making it possible for us to have the soft copy of our slides on the Telegram page, the academic board of the Faculty of Social Sciences also is making the work very easy for Mr. President. So we are collaborating these slides, and very soon we are going to have, should I say, an application that has all the slides for the people of the Faculty of Social Sciences. I would personally recommend Mr. President for your good works. I've personally had a lot of conversation with him, and I might say he's a great man, as my right honorable said. Thank you very much for your time, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, honorable member. All right. So the president would like to give answers to certain questions or concerns which were raised by honorable members. But before that, after this session, we have a buffet outside waiting for us all. First time in history. I thought you were going to give me a yeah. Come on. There's a buffet outside waiting for us all. I mean, after this session, we are going to have a get-together. I mean, to revive the love in us all, or the love between us all. Family. Yes. This all-inclusive agenda. Right, sure. So let's hear from our president.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Order in the house.
So my first answer would have been what Honorable Harrison addressed, of which I'm very happy that he made emphasis that the old laundry and then the central classroom block, that's the CCB, is not for the College of Humanities and Social Sciences. However, in as much as I double as the SRC parliamentarian for the college, this is a student affair, and I would gear this towards the interests of the SRC in our next and subsequent sittings. So the next one also comes with the lightning issue of social sciences, that's the new block, and then B5. These are matters of concern, and in as much as it's an academic concern, it's also a welfare concern, that we need to see the well-being of our students in our various classrooms and then auditoriums. So I would make sure that, as I always deliver, I will do this too for you, Mr. President. So with regards to the security issue, I think you are the second person informing me. Already I got the hint from His Excellency Owusu, that's the HISOC president, informed me about the security post. You know, for a matter of fact, our current SRC president made emphasis on security. And the semester is not over, or the administration is not over. There are a lot more in the pipeline that my boss here, that's the Right Honorable Papache, the speaker, is working on some bills and policies together with the entire 16th Parliamentary Council to see to it that all the various places have the security checkpoints and social sciences will not be left out. So the next one that was raised was with regards to the academic board. Yes, I attest to the fact that those people from the Faculty of Social Sciences is not, they are not able to access so much from the board. That's a general issue of which I'm still working on it. This is because some lecturers in the Faculty of Social Sciences do not give out the slides. So we are not able to compile them and then put it on the board. And if we are just to take it from any source, I think we would be helping the bot but not be helping the students, because they will be getting the wrong information from the right source. So we are still working on it. And as the Faculty of Social Sciences president said that they are also working on something similar, I hope that we join a collective effort with the same collective agenda, and then we have it done. But in the long run, Mr. Speaker, it will baffle you that I didn't know students were utilizing the academic board that was launched by the Jebidazi-led administration until recently we made access to it and we realized that over 17,000 students are making good use of the academic board. Specifically for those at the Faculty of Law, yes, I will make emphasis on it again. They even have entrance exams for Makola on the boards that they can access to ease their preparation towards being called to the bar. Mr. Speaker, you always know I've been emphasizing on the fact that I was a disappointed law student. However, I'll keep channeling my interest to those at the Faculty of Law, and the unity they expect will surely happen before my end of administration. So, Mr. Speaker, the last thing I would want to address is with what Honorable Kwekubako said. I'm trying to get it here, but it seems I didn't write it well.
Your question?
Please, all the things you said, have I been able to address it chronologically? Good, good. So with the payment of accommodation, we all know the true support system, it's something that every student's leader add to its campaign policy. Because day in, day out, whether we like it or yet, students would one way or the other through. Not because they are not academically good, but some may be challenges that they would face towards academic exercise. Some might even be facing personal problems in their homes that would even cause their failure in the end of semester examination. So when we came into power, even though we wanted to continue the legacy that has been built already, or the true support system that was in the system, we wanted to make something different. You know, during vacation, that is when we take part in the receipt examination. So my team made a Google form, and that was shared on all the various platforms. And surprisingly, we got more than 1,000 people requesting to be in SRC hostel for the one-day accommodation initiative. However, we say priorities are different, and we need to see who needs it first and who needs it next. So we decided to give it to those that genuinely we believe that they cannot afford to pay the accommodation. And surprisingly, some were coming from northern region, central region, and I was here throughout the vacation to host them. Even for some of them, we have to give them food. And you asked the follow-up question, that was it from the Student Association Cohss. So during our budget reading, we realized that this was not part of it. In as much as that the 6 executives of the college, that's the main executives of the college, have the college at heart, there are some priorities that we do, and we do not take it from the student coffee. Do it from our hearts, because we decided that we are working for God and for humanity. This is not the only thing that we've done outside our coffees. Providing the jerseys for the school team was also done out of the students' coffees. There's been a lot of things that we are still doing. Even the food bank initiative was also not part of the budget reading, or was not taken out of the coffees of the Student Association. For those that we've been going to DOSA to do the negotiation, you realize that we, the College of Humanities, do not even have much to be able to take out a lot of expenses. So we are still working that everything that we want to do within our capacity as executives, we will do it with the help of God. And at the end of the administration, we shall have a rebranded and rebuilt College of Humanities and Social Sciences. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, His Excellency Nana JJB. Time is fast spent, but I'd love to take submissions from the gallery. I'd love to take submissions. Then I think our honorable member raised the concern about the condoms, the Christian brothers and sisters coming to the college for support and all that. And the president didn't address or didn't say anything about that. So, Mr. President, you've been sharing condoms too much. I mean, you are not thinking about the moral life of the college. I think my brother here, he has a pack in the room. Yes. But it's still intact. The number is the same. 144, 144. Yes, I know, 144 pieces. I went to his room and I saw a pack over there. So
thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Please pardon me for not addressing that. So if we cast our mind way back to primary, to JHS, to secondary school, we've all been studying social studies, of which we learn about morality. In as much as social studies was teaching us about morality and chastity, it goes deeper to tell us that if someone cannot go to the extreme end to abstain, then there is the need for protection. That is why we decided to give the condoms that in as much as one cannot abstain, then we are helping you so that you don't contract HIV/AIDS, of which Ashanti region happens to be the first when it comes to HIV/AIDS recording and teenage pregnancy in Ghana. So we decided to help all of us to protect ourselves and not to do something. So with the sponsorship of the Christian Association that you were talking about, still emphasizing on a collective agenda, if indeed they come to us and we realize that it's within our capacity, the executive arm is ready to give a helping hand. Thank you.
All right, so I'm going to take, honorable member, I'll come to you. I'll take submissions from all the COCO sets, then we are done. Sure.
Hello. Hello. Yes, for information.
Pardon?
Information.
All right.
With regards to what the honorable lady in the, I don't know your name, so allow me to address you as that.
Honorable Esther.
Okay, Honorable Esther. Yes, with regards to the moral and religious aspect of the college, I think yes, she did make a very salient point. But I mean, she's right. I'm also going to share mine with regards to that. I think aside taking care of our academic and social life, our spiritual lives as well should be taken into account. They spoke about how they helped the Muslim brothers and sisters with food and all that. And I would also take this opportunity to let the house know that at the faculty we have Law Christian Fellowship, where every semester we have meetings and also worship services where everybody is encouraged to join. So with that, if the next time we have a Law Christian Fellowship meeting and also worship night, I will do my best to ensure that every other faculty in the college gets the invite so that they attend, because it's actually very essential for all of us. And I would like to acknowledge that our president does a good job attending most of them. You would look in the crowd and you see that he's very present and active with regards to that. So in case you get the info, you are all welcome to attend. Yes, thank you very much.
All right, sure, thank you. But I think for School of Business, I know they have this Christian fellowship, right? But I don't know that of you also have. Then, I mean, they are not working. For law faculty, I know they've been having this gospel night and all that. Mr. President, the two presidents, please, the Christian fellowship, you have to be organizing programs. We would love to come. Sure. And I'm also a gospel artist, so I sing. Sure. So let me take submissions from the gallery. Yes, Honorable Esther. Last submissions, please, 15 seconds, Papa.
We had to remind the president to address my concerns, but he has not addressed one last thing though. I asked about the efficacy of the breast cancer awareness campaign, the average number of people who joined, so that we know that it's something that we should continue or stop. Yes, please.
All right, Mr. President, 10 seconds.
Thank you very much. So with regards to the breast cancer awareness campaign that was organized online, we started around 6 p.m. and we ended around 9 p.m. It was a Twitter space. And surprisingly, we had over 500 people joining the space. And with regards to the tour that we did, we liaised with some medical students from our own KNUST Medical School, and they joined us. And I must say we had members of the parliament, most especially the Faculty of Law General Secretary, joining the team, go to Kumasi Wesley Girls and St. Louis to have the breast cancer screening.
And also our financial secretary.
SRC Financial during the affairs of breast cancer awareness. And it was dubbed Pink Power. Thank you.
All right, thank you. So moving to the gallery, I'm taking 4 submissions. I'm giving you just a minute. All right, our president. And please, you have to be brief and fast. The microphone, please. And please, is your microphone working? All right.
Mr. Speaker, thank you very much for the opportunity. Please, I have some concerns I would like to raise. But before I start, I would like to thank Mr. President for the good work he has done. I know he has done a lot and he will definitely do more for us. But I have one suggestion I want to give to the House. Mr. Speaker, it's disheartening to see my co-chefs here, sitting here as honorable members, whilst we, the president, sit as gallery. So I would want to bring the suggestion that this house can put it that the president too should also be part of the college parliamentary sittings. It's very important for us. It's very disheartening seeing your co-chef here sitting as an honorable member whilst you sit in the gallery. It's very disheartening. So please, I'd like you all to put that as a suggestion in this house. Secondly, as a department president, I received some complaints about the intercollegiate games. One student approached me that they weren't well taken care of. So I would like to ask Mr. President through and Mr. Speaker, why and how the students weren't well taken care of, because that was the complaint he laid to me. And lastly, I would like to ask Mr. President, through Right Honorable Speaker, how they selected the 50 students for the food bank. And my colleague president here said the list, there were 35 people, but Mr. President said 50 people. So I'd like him to justify why he said 50 people. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you very much. Mr. President, please sit down. Please sit down. Please sit down for me. All right. Mr. President, were you present during the college games? Did you ever attend any?
Yes, please.
When?
That was the last Friday, yes.
The last Friday?
Yes, I was there.
And they weren't taken care of?
So I didn't stay till the end of the program. I just came for the beginning. I even missed lectures to come for that program because I told Mr. President that I would definitely come for that program. But I didn't wait till that time. But that was what the student said to me, and I'm bringing it up to this parliament. If there's anything that they can do to help that. Thank you very much.
Sure. Then the JC is also here talking about why the department presidents are not part of the parliament. You see, I wouldn't like to speak for him though, but we have constitutions. And if you had to go by that, we also have, I think School of Business, they don't have department presidents. So we are going strictly by our constitution. And if you have any concern, you can, form a committee, write a letter addressing the judicial chair, and you will take it from there. Maybe they will go through or they will start a constitutional review, then try to add you. But it wouldn't be fair on the side of the School of Business because they don't have departments. It wouldn't also be fair on the side of the law faculty because they don't also have department presidents. So I'll take another submission from Eben, Master Eben. Yeah, and he's going to, our president will address the food bank. So he's writing the question down. Time is fast. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. May you live long. Yeah. All I have to say this afternoon are words of appreciation to His Excellency, the President of the college. The good people, of course, thank you very much. When you came to us a year ago, you made promises. I've known him since 2019, Pope John Senior High School and Minor Seminary. AJJB, they tagged him as a chuka because he always stood for the right things. AJJB, back in Pope John, was a shark. He promised, he delivered. AJJB, this is the first semester. The good people, of course, are grateful. But let it not get into your head. The journey just started. Next semester is going to be a very long semester for you. As when you are getting to the end of the journey, that's when the journey begins. AJB, thank you very much. And we are grateful.
Thank you. Mr. President.
Thank you for the opportunity, Right Honorable Speaker. First of all, if I was paying attention to what you said earlier, And I would like to re-echo whatever you said. You said most of your honorable members here, representing the good people of their faculties and departments or classes at large, most of them comes here and don't even talk or don't even channel our problems to you guys. So I suggest that the college constitution, which talks about the membership clause, should be amended and also add the department presidents to be part of the college parliament. As well, we are facing most challenges at the Faculty of Social Sciences. You see the beautiful faculty block at beside KSB. You go there or you ease yourself, you won't get tea, not even hand wash, and Wi-Fi challenges as well. And when I came here, I never had any honorable member from the Faculty of Social Science talking about this problem, which, I mean, I felt very bad and I feel like crying. It's very bad, it's very bad. So please, Eza.
Thank you, honorable member. But I think honorable member has raised a point of correction, so let me hear from you, honorable member.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I want to make it's a point of correction, though, to what the President for Geography said. So in his submission, he made mention about how he addressed that issue is something I want him to retract. Because he said he addresses that if he comes to the house and he sees a Cohss rep sitting here and he's at the back, it's like he feels like maybe a disrespect to him. But then it's like a kind of belittlement to class reps. Exactly. You know, in the faculty, class reps are not paid.
I feel belittled because I'm also a Cohss rep.
Yeah, it's like we work diligently from our hearts. It's a service to the people, like to our fellow classmates. So you cannot say that you come to see your class reps here. Please, it's a belittlement.
Mr. President, you would have to retract that statement.
Yeah, you have to. You have to do the honest to it. You don't have to address it inside.
An unqualified apology to that regard.
So please, if you can retract your statement, because we have an order in the house. And this is the house of others. If you've read about the composition of the house, I'm sure you'll be really abreast with what the composition is about.
Yes.
So, honorable member,
an unqualified apology from our president.
Yeah, Mr. Speaker, before I give that...
Unqualified apology.
Mr. Speaker, if there's...
You are qualifying it too?
Yes, so in case my diction made it to be something that you felt wasn't right, I'm sorry, but I believe you all here know that there's an organogram. I only said it is disheartening to see that a Cohss rep is here.
Okay, yes. A minute. Do you know the second gentleman of the college?
Second gentleman
of the college. He's the speaker, right? Yes. Do you know the speaker doesn't go to the SRC parliament? But the general secretary goes, right? Yes. So that's the constitution. Yeah. That's the constitution.
Just like I said,
so
it's a suggestion. Okay.
Yes, that's a suggestion. Then she felt disrespected. She felt belittled when you say that you see yourself as department president, seeing your Cohss rep here, in a way, it's a disrespect. That's why you are giving out an unqualified apology. But regardless, this is the constitution, and I said if you want any changes to be made, you write to the JC.
Okay, fine. Mr. Speaker, you realize that these Cohss reps, some don't even give us the feedback of what happened here. My department Cohss rep isn't here. So what happens to my department? That is why I'm laying these concerns to
the faculty president is here. You see, we have so many ways to choke you. Because, I mean, you have your faculty president here. Mr. Speaker. You have Cohss reps here, right? And I believe that the faculty president has a common group for all Cohss reps. So if there are any challenges, if there are any problems, that's where they'll be channeled to. And besides, this is the constitution. The composition of I mean, he says that we pick four course reps from the law faculty, 8 from School of Business, then 12 from social sciences, right? I mean, regardless, each and every department president belongs to a class. Exactly. So, you see, I was once working with Right Honorable Patrick. I told him that, oh, Anke Bianca, are you from Parliament? But just Obetimaka, but nothing can be done about it. Because we also have School of Business being part of the college, but then they don't have department president. Please, are you getting what I'm saying? They don't have department president. The law faculty also do not have department president. So assuming, how many departments do you have?
12.
12. So let's make 12 departments. 13 departments, right? 13 departments from social sciences. So 13. How many are we picking from School of Business? We have 5 departments, 5. Making 18. How many departments? 4, right? They don't even have departments. So, all right, thank you, Honorable Member. President, yeah, Mr. President.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable, for the opportunity given once again. I came here purposely to listen to the State of the College address by our president, and I think that was last week. We had a General Assembly meeting in our department, that was at the CCB courtroom, and the president, the college president, His Excellency, was there to answer some questions on behalf of my department president. My first question has to do with a problem with the college constitution, and I'm happy the SRC speaker is here, and also a problem with the SRC constitution as well. I think with the appointment of the speaker, I don't agree with that, and since the JC is also here, I think I'll be glad. Because if I'm a college president, I have people who rallied behind me that joined my campaign time, and I'll not appoint someone I don't know to work. So with that one, I think the JC should work with that there should be a review.
Change it.
Yes.
And change it.
Pardon?
And change it. Oh no, a question and change it, right? The speaker is there.
So the SRC speaker, I think he should also work with that.
So they should work on their constitution. SRC should work on their constitution.
And also with that of the college. And okay, my second question has to do with, you see, in the College of Humanities and Social Sciences, we have 3 faculties. That's the Faculty of Social Sciences, the School of Business, and the Law Faculty. And in my faculty, for example, we have parallel students. And these parallel students, they have class at 5 to 7. And some of them have challenge with the shuttle system. And using the school fees, we have 80 cedis that has been allocated for the shuttle system. And if these students are being built for the 80 cedis,
please.
And after class, they don't have access to shuttle. Some of them, that's how I talk, Honorable. Yeah, that's how I talk. And these students are being built, 80 cedis. And I think everyone here has to pay that, 80 cedis. So after 7 p.m., these students do not have access to shuttle. So I asked, how do they get home? Because there are a lot of students in this school who are going through a lot. So if they are being paid, they are paying 80 cedis, why shouldn't they have access to the shuttle?
Thank you.
And my last question has to do with you. I think I'll end it here. That one will be a personal issue.
Sure, but I would want to address this thing. Speakers are not appointed, they are nominated. It is subjected to the parliamentary acceptance. Thank you. I'll take the last submission from our brother here. Please, because of time. Let me take. Appointed, they are nominated. And it's subjected to the parliamentary acceptance. So if they don't accept him to be the speaker, but I think the apology was not given, so you are going to render an unqualified apology, Mr. President. Yes. All right, Honorable.
Okay, so Mr. Speaker of the House, I go by the name Edu J. Frederick, and then I want to thank you for also air my views in the Parliament. It happens to be my first time being here, but then I think Like, you people are doing very well with how you're able to talk about our problems and all that. But then, before I start, I'd want to comment His Excellency AJJB. Sorry. His Excellency AJJB, because he happens to be a very good friend of mine, and then with his agenda time, he came up with the collective agenda, and then I see that he's doing that very well because the way he has involved all of us in all his doings, and then how he works with his colleagues, those that we voted for, because our financial secretary, the organizing secretary, the WUCOM and that of the general secretary, I don't know them personally, but then how they see you and then they talk to you and all that, I think, God bless you all, because
Amen.
You are making us all feel involved in that collective agenda that you talked about. Thank you very much. And then I also want to raise a concern about KSB. I think His Excellency Agana is here, because when it comes to KSB, the problem I have is how we dispose waste. It's very bad, because when you come to KSB, you walk around and then a very big faculty like that, you don't have any dustbin or something like that. It's very sad, because I think when you buy something from the cafeteria, sometimes, even if you have to dispose it, you go there and then the bin is full. You have to walk out, go around AIM complex, down there before you go and dispose what you bought. So please, our dear President, we beg you. It's just dustbin. We are begging. Please do something for us. And then, Right Honorable Speaker, Mr. Sarkodie, God bless you so much, because when you know me, I think if you know Sarkodie, you know me, because he's a very good friend of mine. And then, until God bless you and then
Amen. Amen. Thank you, Master. We are done. We are done taking submissions from the gallery. Please, I would want us to do this. KSB is at 20. So I think Honorable Ajay Brefo did us a favor by giving us a printed sheet. So if you have it, kindly come and stand here so that the photographers take pictures of us. I mean, yes, so kindly do that for us. So if you have the paper, kindly stand and raise it. Yeah, you can come in. Please come. KSV is at 20. Please, let's celebrate KSV. Amen. Please come. Where do you stand? So please do this for us. Okay. All right.
Try to.
All right. Thank you, honorable members, for the time. I think you've already exhausted the comment and also the AOCB. Move to the last but one item on the order paper. Yes, I think I said something. Mr. President, and I don't want to ask more. So you are going to render an unqualified apology. I mean it. An unqualified apology. This is a house of order, and I have my JC here. So you can go to court anytime. So you are going to render an unqualified apology. All right, Marshall, kindly give him the microphone.
Mr. Speaker, I believe this is a house of order. And this is something that, but like, I would want to ask before I give that unqualified apology. What is the word, or what were the words I used which were wrong? Is it the courtship, or is it the president?
You are looking down on them. I mean, you are looking down on us. I won't lie to you. You are looking down on us. So, His Excellency, kindly render an unqualified apology.
Okay. So, Mr. Speaker, before I give the unqualified apology, we all know there's an organogram here. The president is more than the courtship, even in any moment. So, just like I said, the courtship sitting here.
Come again.
There's an organogram in everything that we do.
Sure.
In as much as there's anything, the department president is always ahead of the courtship. So that was why I gave that submission that it is disheartening to see that the courtship is here while the department president is sitting at the gallery. Very simple.
Yes. Order. Please, I'm going to say this for the last. And Mr. President, you are going to render the apology. I mean, an unqualified one. I gave you an example. I said, my beautiful General Secretary here is part of the KNUST SLC Parliamentary Council by the Right Honorable Speaker. I mean, the second gentleman of the college, the largest college in West Africa, is not part. So understand that when you go to Rome, you do what the Romans do. So render the unqualified apology.
Yes. So, Mr. Speaker, just like I said, and this is a concern I'm raising. And
yes, I understand the fact that you are raising a concern. But then, in the course of doing that, someone felt offended. So you have to render the apology. Are you ready? Are you ready to render the apology?
In as much as there's no time here, I would like to render that.
Are you rendering the apology because there is no time, or because you've belittled our honorable member here?
Mr. Speaker, time is included in it.
Honorable member, are you rendering the apology because of time, or because there are offensive words in your submissions? Order, please order.
Mr. Speaker, my statement, there wasn't any offensive word.
All right, Honorable, you can wait for us outside. Please. Sure. All right, we move to the last but one item on the order paper, which is the closing remarks. Thank you all, honorable members, for being here, and also our distinguished guests. We had in our midst the SRC Financial Secretary, Master Joshua. We had our SRC NUCS President, His Excellency Ramses. We also had in our midst His Excellency Bon Caesar, who happens to be the President for Kabisa. We also have in our midst His Excellency Aito Abed. Yes, we also have in our midst Right Honorable Papa Chei. We have in our midst His Lordship Godwin. He was the JC for the Awada-led administration. We also have in our midst the Financial Secretary for KSBSA, Master Lawrence. All right, Honorable Member. Please be first.
Right, Honorable. I'm very sad from coming from this side when you said we should raise a very nice printed KSB R20 sheet, and we stood up to raise that. But during the photo session, you neglected us.
Pardon?
During the photo section, you neglected my caucus and you took it.
I was like, let's join. Maybe I included you. I told you to join.
All right, that was just by the way. I want to address some issues raised by my...
He's gone. Yeah,
not him alone. The president for politics raised a concern about washrooms, and I wanted to make them aware.
I think they are not here, so you cannot address it. Thank you, Mr. President.
All right, thank you.
If they are, they've left.
For record's sake, they might be watching us.
They've left. For record's sake, they've left, right? So their concerns...
No, maybe. Since I'm representing the...
Clerk, any concerns raised by this president, take it out of the minutes. They are not part.
Right, Honorable, I do understand that they are not here, but how he made it look like, I have to clarify some things. Yes. I wanted to address them that we are working with structures. His submission was that the nature of the washroom not having T-rows is very bad. And he not hearing us here talking about that makes him feel like crying. So what I want to say is that we work with structures. Not everything going on in the faculty has to be forwarded to the college level. We are also there to solve some problems. So if we are relevant there, then that means we must be able to solve some problems over there. So we forward things above our doings to the college level. So such petty stuff are being handled by the faculty members.
And please, can I know the composition of your parliament? Are they,
all right, I also wanted to touch on that.
Are they part of the parliament?
Yes, my faculty parliament consists of my able department president.
Mr. President, is okay.
All right.
It's fine.
Thank you, Right Honorable.
Sure. All right.
Okay, thank you, Right Honorable. Like he rightly said, with the department president, we have a constitution, our faculty, we have a constitution, and the constitution mandates that the department president become part of the faculty parliament.
Okay.
And so there too, we have the faculty, the department president, and then some appointed Cohss reps. They form the faculty parliament. And so we can't have the
department president.
We have the department president and the secretaries. And when he was talking, I saw the Cohss president also raising the same concern. Meanwhile, the same Cohss president, when I call for sittings, he doesn't come.
Okay.
He's not attended even one.
No, you see, I wanted to question one of them because he actually said something on their platform, and I saw it. You see, you don't speak anyhow, because regardless, you can all speak anyhow. Yes. Or some are disrespecting the office was today. Some because I didn't serve him letter to be here, but it was an oversight.
And aside that, I think we've all been commending the president, but we've forgotten that the president is also working with a she.
The she power.
Our vice president.
The Mrs. Holy Ghost.
No one has commended her. And I think I'll take this opportunity to commend our vice president for helping the president write the address. According to my information, the president was struggling and the vice president has to come in and then help him. So we commend you. Thank you.
All right, sure. Thank you. We have, I think we've exhausted everything on the other paper. So any member here to move for the closure or the adjournment of this sitting? Any honorable member? Yes, honorable member. You mentioned your name too because this is the first time hearing your voice.
I am in a person of Terrence Mensa entry. Yeah, 2 Cohss rep, marketing. Mr. Speaker of the House, I would like to adjourn this sitting to a later date.
You like to move a motion for the adjournment of this House. Thank you. Any
Thank
honorable
you.
member to second? Honorable member.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. So I, Honorable Ontifafa Irene, second the motion for the adjournment of this sitting. Thank you.
All right. We are going to vote by a voice of acclamation. So to as many of us who accept today's meeting to be adjourned to a later date, let me hear yeah. Let me hear no if you don't understand, if you don't accept the motion raised. All right. Per my hearings, the yeah has the numbers. So this meeting has been adjourned to a later date. All right. We have now our closing prayer. Almighty God, we humbly beseech thee to look with favor upon the Parliamentary Council of the College of Humanities and Social Science of the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. Grant that it may perform its high duty in thy sight. Give divine guidance to the President of Cohss and the Provost. Endow parliamentarians and with discernment and vision, integrity and courage, that through the labors of their works, students may be well and truly served, and thy good purposes for the common human life shall be realized in our midst. Amen.
The Speaker.